Today we're at SRUC's Oakridge campus to interview Equine students who carried out the HNC Equine Studies Graded Unit 1 assessment project back in 2014 and 15 using Moodle, the virtual learning environment, and Mahara, the e-portfolio system, when the project team first piloted the project. With the complexities of the Graded Unit 1, discussions between teaching staff and the e-learning team at Barney campus explored innovative approaches to engage students in the assessment, which included online anonymous peer assessment and the practical activities required. This multi-award winning project, allowing a complete move away from paper-based submission, was developed and piloted during the academic year of 2014 and 15 and is still successfully being delivered to the HNC students at Oakridge campus.
We'd like to welcome our first guest who's kindly gave up her working day to come to Oakridge campus. Ashley Ute, who was an HND Equine student 2014 and 15 and successfully carried out the anonymous peer assessment of the HN students. Welcome, Ashley, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So you're familiar with the old and new form of the graded unit submission?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you were first introduced to the Graded Unit 1 project, specifically the peer reviewing?
When we were first introduced to it, myself and my whole class, we weren't too taken by it, as we had struggled on with our own the year before, and it looked a lot easier having it all laid out and structured online.
So how did you overcome any negative thoughts regarding this? Which broke these barriers down of the peer assessment as your task of carrying out the peer assessment, peer reviewing?
I think when it was explained to us a lot easier by yourself and Jackie, and we seen the format on the computer, it made it more sense than having to struggle on by yourself, get someone to look at it and help you with it.
So being involved in the peer assessment, how did you feel giving feedback on the other students' work? Do you feel it helped them? Do you feel it helped them improve their work at all?
I do feel it helped them improve their work, as it gave them comments, or negative and positive comments on things that they should change and things that should stay the same, or just little tweaks that could be made.
Good. And when you were giving that feedback, what did you have to consider?
We had to consider the horse that they were using, as they were all different, so everyone's would be different, and the students' own personal feelings as well, because you couldn't be too harsh, and you had to be constructive criticism if there was any to be made.
Did you think giving feedback has helped your self-confidence at all?
I do think it's helped. It's made me more aware of others' feelings, and to help working as part of a team, as we all did do it together.
Good.
Yeah. You helped us pilot the anonymous peer assessment method. With your request, when we had meetings with you guys, the HND students, you requested to see the finished product within the e-portfolio.
Yeah.
So what were your thoughts when you seen the HNC's finished products within the e-portfolio, as in their digital evidence within their portfolio pages?
I was very impressed, and I liked how they could have all the videos in their assessment, as we had to do practical assessments, which took a lot more time. So it was good to be able to see it all in one document.
Yeah. So you, initially, actually, the peer assessment phase did improve their grade for stage 1.
Okay.
We carried out the peer assessment phase for stage 1. What we found was that there was improvements with your feedback to the HNC students. Are you proud of the fact that you've helped to up their grade basically for stage 1 of the graded unit?
Yeah, I am very proud, and if it helps them to get a job with having a better grade on their CVs, then it's good. It's very good.
And what about your own skills through the graded unit? You know, doing the peer reviewing, do you think you've developed any new skills through this process? Any skills that you've maybe transferred into your workplace?
Well, I know how to use Moodle now, and some more IT skills, and just working as a part of a team really in the workplace, and if anything needs to be done online, then it's a bit easier having used things like this.
Good.
We also have Sophie Teague, who actually carried out her graded unit within both Moodle and Mahara. How did the peer review support and help you, not only with stage 1, but throughout the graded unit 1?
I think it was good to have people who have been there and done it before you to have a look at your work and let you know, like, if you're on the right tracks, which was good. And I find a lot of the feedback we got was very supportive. It was, a lot of mine's anyway, was very well done and you're doing well and you're on the right tracks, which was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
And how do you think this experience from the peer reviewing and doing your graded unit through Moodle Mahara, how do you think it helped you with graded unit 2 and with any other of your HND or HNC assessments?
I think it gave,
Is that a tricky question?
yeah.
Did you find, obviously the graded unit 1 was more structured for you, the scaffolding approach.
Yeah.
Did you find that scaffolding approach you could migrate across to graded unit 2?
I think some of it helped with, like, your being able to use your IT skills, and you had a better knowledge of using Moodle, especially for finding work and, like, your, what are they called? PowerPoints and stuff on, because you're more comfortable using it. It's easier to pick up how to find your coursework on it to help you like finish your work and do assignments and stuff like that, which help.
Yeah. Your stage 2 part B practical based video is actually being used as an exemplar by SQA for other colleges for video based assessment evidence. What are your thoughts on this?
I think that's really good. Kind of embarrassing, but
You should be proud of
yeah,
it.
it's pretty good. And I think by getting to use your video stuff like that, it definitely gives you more interest in doing the work, because it's a different thing, and it's, well, you get to use like different skills that you might not always showcase doing assignments and stuff all the time, which does make it breaks up the, all of the work for you a bit more. It was good though.
Because you spent 3 days on those practical based videos,
mine's took
but
a lot
you
of
mentioned
time.
to me at the end of the project you actually enjoyed those 3 days of editing
Yeah,
and recording your
it
videos.
did take a while, but it was good. It was because it was something different and it was interesting. It was
so you've learnt new skills there, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
So, which areas of the graded unit did you really enjoy?
Definitely that part with the video, and that was one of my favourite parts. And even the things about when you're taking your photos and putting them into your graded unit and stuff like that, where you're showing what you can do, because it's not always just whether you can go to the yard and like plait a horse this way or do that. It's good. It involves you more because it's more of what you can do outside of college.
Yeah.
So you really are more interested because you're kind of showing off about what you can do, which is definitely a good point.
Yeah. You produced really professional work, Sophie. I mean, we still showcase your work to past students and current students, and obviously colleges and SQA and so on. So this could be used to show employers or what you're capable of. Would you be comfortable to enter interview room panel and showcase your portfolio to the panel?
Yeah, I probably would. Like, I think I did a good job of the work I did, and yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
The graded unit's still ongoing, obviously. It's
Yeah.
still going in the format that Ali had designed, that you guys undertook. It's always up for review. Do you have any ideas for us on how we could improve this at all? What could we do a bit better? Is there anything we need to take out? Anything we need to put in?
With doing the graded unit all online now, I think maybe we could think about taking the HNC's IT unit possibly out,
Yeah.
because there is quite, you're given
Integration
more
of
time
the-
to work on it.
Yeah. We could integrate the qualifications so as it covers
Yeah,
the aspects of the
It's-
IT
it
unit.
did look like there was a lot involved of different
Yeah.
aspects.
Yeah, there was a lot of mention with the HNC students that were using a lot of elements of IT or ICT throughout the graded unit, and I think that's a really good idea.
Especially with the videos and editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. I think some people struggled with that, so that maybe would be a good thing.
And it's very kind of you to come in and give up your time, and I did promise to buy you lunch, so I hope you've got something nice in the canteen.
Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.